Hey there, good Saturday morning. It's May 23rd. I'm meteorologist Alexis Clemens with NBC Connecticut in our weather lab. And it's a really interesting setup that we've got going on right now. So I wanted to take some time to explain what was going on outside and what we're going to be seeing through a rainy Memorial Day weekend. However, some of us are actually on the drier side right now. So let's go ahead and bring up our radar. That looks pretty incriminating, right? Quite a bit of rain. I don't think a lot of that is making it to the ground. Maybe up towards Danbury, New Milford, that area, they might be seeing a little bit of rainfall. Other areas, though, that is a likely rain that's not making it to the ground at all. And here's why. Look at this. Look at these relative humidity values. That is very, very low. We need these numbers to be usually over 80% to actually sustain rain. So this radar, as I go back to it, it's calculating all of the rain that's well above our heads. It's not calculating the dry air that's in place here closer to the ground. So you might be getting notifications on your phone that says, hey, rain's going to be starting up in your region, or it's raining right now, that kind of thing. But you look outside and nothing is happening, right? And that's what is in place right now. It's a very interesting setup, right? It's misconceiving, right? As we go through your Saturday, we are going to watch as these numbers increase, but I don't really think that happens until later this afternoon and evening. That being said, a couple of showers are going to squeak through, especially in southwestern Connecticut. They should be fairly light for the most part, but we are still expecting a couple of showers, especially by the afternoon and evening hours. I also think this specific graphic does a really good job of explaining what's going on. That's really dry air in place above our heads, right? But then as we head towards this afternoon, 3, 4, 5, 6 p.m., we do definitely see more moisture move into the region. So that's why, yeah, you might feel a couple of sprinkles, especially in southwest Connecticut this morning. Most of that rain, though, holding off until this afternoon and evening. If anybody has any questions about their Memorial Day forecast, I'm happy to answer it. I do want to break down what's kind of happening, though. So if you're out and about today, bring the umbrella with you. The jacket for sure. It's chilly, 50s and 60s out there. But it shouldn't be enough rain, especially in the morning, midday hours to, cancel any plans or anything like that. Tomorrow, unfortunately, is a different story. I want to show you this graphic that I think does a good job of breaking down our rain chances here. We're watching these showers slowly move towards us right now for your Saturday. Sunday, just really soggy. It does not look like a nice day tomorrow. Nice, light, even moderate rainfall at times here, especially as we head through Sunday morning, the midday hours, and temperatures are in the 50s all day tomorrow. Not a great day. Maybe plan some indoor activities on Sunday. Well, you can still squeeze a couple of things outside for Saturday and Monday. Monday, this is good news for you, actually is trending nicer by the afternoon. I think Monday, Memorial Day, we are going to start with some rain showers, but by about 10, 11 a.m., things are drying out. So might be good for a little cookout, a barbecue by Monday afternoon. And actually going to see some sunshine on Monday afternoon as well, with temperatures in the 70s. So that is good news. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's just, not the nicest out there right now. So again, we're seeing a couple of showers sneak on through, especially in southwest Connecticut right now. But I think this model does a really good job of showing what we're seeing here with our rainfall, really kind of picking up here over the next few hours in the southwestern region, right? Like Route 9 and areas to the southwest. Couple of showers as we go through the day. By about 3 p.m., more of us seeing this rain. But if you're in that far northeast corner, even actually a lot of Windham County, probably going to stay fairly dry as we go through the day today. Today is a day where it genuinely depends on where you are as to what you're going to see. Because if you're closer to New York City, probably going to see that rain through a majority of the day. If you're up towards Boston, you're staying dry. But everybody sees rain as we go through tonight and into tomorrow. Take a look at Sunday morning. Looking pretty rainy out there, even some moderate rainfall at times. I think much of our rainfall totals will be picked up as we go through your Sunday, kind of the Sunday morning and midday hours. Not looking too appetizing there for sure. But that's something that we're watching here. I'm just going to go ahead and look up and see if we've gotten any. I'm going to see if we have any rainfall amounts or totals that anybody has picked up. And of course, if you all have seen anything, you can let us know. Okay, it looks like we've got some really small rainfall totals so far in Fairfield County, as we expected, less than 0.05 of an inch. So some rain making it to the ground there towards New Milford, Danbury, even over towards like Branford as well. Some very light rain. Otherwise, not everything's pretty dry across a lot of the region. So, okay. All right. I was just looking at that there. Somebody's asking about the rain with the parade in Berlin. Can you remind me when that parade is, and I can let you know about that there. Good morning from New London. Looks like we'll be fairly safe Monday afternoon. Yeah, Monday afternoon's looking a lot better, so that's good news there for sure. Let me know about the parade in Berlin. I can even look it up as well. Let's see. Memorial Day Parade, Berlin CT. So it looks like, was that 9 a.m. on Monday? Okay, so 9 a.m. on Monday in Berlin. We might be dodging a couple of rain showers out there. And here I can even, let me go ahead and show you that here as we head towards Monday morning. So rain moves out of here by Sunday night. Sunday's not a great day. I know we've already had a couple areas that have canceled or moved things inside for those events on Sunday. Monday morning, this is kind of what we're going to be looking at here. A couple of showers possible. I would say for that 9 a.m. Berlin Memorial Day parade, I would have the rain gear handy. I have this one little, I used it for a beach day earlier this week. Funny because now it's 40 degrees cooler, but it's a little umbrella hat. It's so great. It's so fun. The kids would love it. It was such a good find. But I'd bring the umbrella. I don't think this is enough to cancel or anything like that. Of course, I'm not in charge of those decision-making processes, but the Berlin Parade, 9 a.m. on Memorial Day. A couple of showers possible, but it's just some light rain. If you have any plans by Monday afternoon, looks great. Good morning from East Haven. Who ordered a nor'easter in May? It does. It's not officially a nor'easter because we're not seeing super strong northeast winds, but it does kind of have the same principles, right? A lot of moisture. We are seeing some winds out of the east. Not a full nor'easter, but feels like it, at least with the rainfall, not with the wind. That is good. Winds are calm as we go through this weekend. But Monday morning, we've got some little rain showers there. And then by the afternoon, things are looking great. Somebody says, I live in New Britain. Do you know if I would be able to mow my lawn today without getting wet? Blake, I would consider, if you're going to mow, do it right now. If you want to beat the rain, I would do it as early as possible. Again, I'm going to go ahead and go back to this rain. If you look at the radar, it looks like this, right? It looks like it's really coming down. A lot of that is not making it to the ground. We've got some really dry air in place. However, I do expect those totals, those numbers to rise quite a bit over the next about 4 hours or so. So if you're going to be mowing your lawn, I would do it right now and maybe try to be done by about noon, 1 o'clock or so in New Britain. 1 p.m. in Middletown today. Middletown, 1 p.m. I think it's still dry. This is a difficult one to track because not only do we have to look at the radar, but we have to look at every layer of the atmosphere in terms of this dry air, and that's a little bit harder to line up. Middletown, 1 p.m. I think a couple of showers are possible. We're already seeing a couple of those showers sneak through in like Waterbury, right? So it's getting close out there. It's pretty light rain from what I'm gathering. And of course, let me know what you all are seeing as well. We need as many eyes across the state as possible 1 p.m. in Middletown, I think some light rain. I would definitely, no matter where you are in the state, have the rain gear handy today, because as soon as we overcome this dry layer right here, we're going to see steady light rain showers. We've got, what somebody said is a long duration rain event, right? And we've got the rain overhead right now. All we have to do is just overcome this dry layer, and then it's going to be raining consistently, which we are expecting this evening through Sunday and into Monday morning. Somebody said, why does it feel like every Memorial Day weekend is always a cold washout? I know. I just had a memory on my phone. 1 year ago today, we were talking about a nor'easter in May. It was the 50s. It was raining. This was last year, Memorial Day weekend. So yeah, not fair. Last weekend was gorgeous, and Mother Nature said, you get one weekend, and that's it. And it's tough. It's tough. It's holiday weekend. Everybody wants to go outside. Unofficial start to summer, right? That's when pools usually start to open up. But I don't think anybody's going to be wanting to go in the water for sure. About 4 p.m. in Uncasville today. Uncasville, you should stay fairly dry through the day today. 4 p.m. is kind of on the cusp for when we overcome this dry layer. So I would have a rain jacket handy. Should be on the drier side there in Uncasville, but could see a couple of showers as the late afternoon and evening hours roll along. Yeah. If you have any other questions, let me know. But these are good. These are great. Yeah, this is a very interesting system to track. Somebody said I have the space heater on. That's funny because the air conditioning was on full blast earlier this week, right? It was 96 degrees on Tuesday. And now, I was a little chilly out there this morning. I had to break out the long sleeves with my dress, which did not expect this late in the season, but it is that is just how it is in New England, right? Keeps you on your toes. But I don't know if this will make you feel better, but at least we're not the only ones that are dealing with this rain. Somebody asked, how's Killingly, the quiet corner, looking time-wise? Killingly, I think you're going to stay fairly dry through the day today. You might feel a couple of sprinkles through the day, but I don't think like that nice light to moderate rain in the quiet corner really starts up until this evening, closer to like 7, 8, 9 p.m. So that's my timing for you there. Again, just look at your satellite and radar. A lot of the country dealing with, most of the eastern and southeastern part of the country dealing with this system. It's not great. Somebody is saying, my dog loves it. It's a rescue pit bull from Florida. Oh, that's really sweet. Now, even Florida is dealing with the rain. A lot of the East Coast and Midwest. West Coast is fine, very warm, but a lot of us are dealing with this system because, let me go ahead and grab my little pointer, because it's not just this that we're tracking. This is what we're looking at today, but all of this rain that's back here, that's a lot of moisture coming our way. It's coming straight from the Gulf, and it is going to just fuel these rain chances into southern New England, not just today, but through a very soggy Sunday and into parts of Monday. Finally, by Monday morning, a couple of showers early, and then we start to dry out. And I can even show you a look at that forecast. Here's your 3-day Memorial Day weekend forecast. So showers mainly this afternoon and evening, although we know that some areas southwest of Hartford and Middletown are already seeing a couple of light rain showers out there right now. I'll go back to that in a second, but very rainy, cold, soggy for tomorrow. Showers to start Monday, but then it'll end by the afternoon. Let's look at this radar again, because it's just such an interesting system. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. Let me grab my clicker or my little pointer again. So you see over here where, you got like those, the dark green, the yellow there. That is actually some heavier rain. And depending on how heavy the rain is, that can push through the dry layer on its own. But all of this light green here, that's not making it through the dry layer. That's going to evaporate before it makes it to the ground. But a couple of these showers are making it through over towards like New Milford, Danbury, even a couple of showers in Waterbury, New Haven that we've seen already this morning. So if you're looking at your radar through the day today, if you see this super light green, yeah, that's probably not actually raining out there. But the darker green, the yellows, that would be that rain that's happening. So that is what we are kind of seeing here. And this is what is interesting, because our relative humidity values, we need that to be 80% or higher to really sustain rainfall. That's just not the case right now, but we are expecting those numbers to increase by the afternoon and evening hours. So give it a few hours and we'll really see some rain coming through, but enjoy the dry time today. I would just have the umbrella handy because you will likely need it by the afternoon, definitely by the evening across the entire state. And then just a gross looking Sunday. I'm thinking Sunday is like a movie day. Yeah, you want to stay inside. Not going to be super nice. Even like if you like to run around and play in the rain, the kids do. It'll be chilly. Temperatures are in the 50s. Is this a stationary front? Kind of. It's just a very slowly moving system. Very slowly moving system. What's Newton's law? Is it Newton's first law where, an object in motion stays in motion until acted upon by another force? An object at rest stays at rest, So where I'm going with that is our system's just stuck. Nothing's moving it until we finally see some drier air come back into play by Monday. So the system's just hanging out for a couple of days. And of course, it falls into Memorial Day weekend. So that is what we are seeing there. Let me go ahead and end with our 10-day forecast. Go ahead and pull that up for you here, because things are looking just fine after the holiday. Of course, Mother Nature laughs at us as she says, the unofficial start to summer, not going to feel like summer, but right after it will. We're back in the 80s Tuesday and Wednesday. Not as warm as we saw this week, but still a little bit warmer than average. There's going to be a chance for a couple of showers on Wednesday. Let's keep an eye on Wednesday in the afternoon and evening hours. That's as a very weak cold front is going to make its way across the region. And you'll notice we cool into the 70s by the end of the week. But we could see a couple of rain showers late on Wednesday. But we might be in the same predicament that we are right now, where we've just got really dry air in place. So we're going to keep an eye on Wednesday. Otherwise, I'm not really seeing any big rain chances that stand out to us, right now. So a lot of sunshine and warmer temperatures as we go through the end of May. May ends next Sunday. So that Monday at the end of your 10-day forecast, the first day of June. Looks like temperatures will be right around or even just a little above average. Here's what it looks like at the shoreline. 50s for today and tomorrow, the 60s and 70s for Monday, and then the 70s as we go through the majority of next week. Not looking too bad at all. The unofficial start of summer is Memorial Day. Meteorological summer starts June 1st, but the official first day of summer is June 21st. It's the longest day of the year as well, with over 15 hours of daylight. It's been really nice that we've seen the sunrise, near 5 a.m., sunset closer to 9 p.m. It's been really, really nice for sure. I do love this time of year. If only the weather would match it, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Can't win them all. Can't win them all, but we do our best for sure. All right. So that's all I've got for you today. If you have any questions about the forecast, don't hesitate to reach out to all of us as we go through the rest of your Memorial Day weekend. Unfortunately, we wish it was better conditions, even though it's drier right now. Still cloudy, still cooler with temperatures in the 50s. Very rainy for tomorrow with temperatures in the 50s. Monday starts with a couple of showers, ending though with better conditions for sure. So thank you all again for tuning in. We'll have updates tonight on the news at 6 and 11 p.m. with Anthony Carpino. I will be back tomorrow morning, and we'll have the whole team here for Memorial Day as well to finally talk about some nicer weather conditions. So enjoy your weekend. Stay dry, stay warm, and stay safe for the holiday weekend.